I'm trying to make sure. Let me check and see if we are live over on the YouTubes, just because that would be helpful to see, and I am not seeing it over here. Okay, well, it seems to, hold on. There we are. Yay! The fun part about going live. You're just going to get under covers. All right, well, welcome everyone to an amazing Autistic Wings Dance Company / Leta's Tap Styles and my Autistic Life Giving Tuesday podcast to get everyone reared up, ready to go about Giving Tuesday. And because I was too lazy to do this anyway, but live this week, Leta is freezing because we record in our basement. It's a walkout basement. And if you are listening to this when we post it later today on the podcast streaming services, she is wrapped in a nice warm blankie because my husband and the puppies had the door open for the last half hour down here, and it is freezing cold in Colorado Springs. Now, to the important part, woohoo! Today's Giving Tuesday. Across the nation, people are coming together and they're donating to their favorite charitable causes. Obviously, here at Leta's Tap Styles and My Autistic Life are the nonprofit dance studio known as Autistic Wings Dance Company, or the studio Leta founded, is near and dear to our hearts. Go ahead and speak it, Leta.
Giving Tuesday. Wait, what day is it? Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Right?
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. So, for those of you not aware, Leta started a nonprofit dance studio for autistic dancers, currently ages 3 to 99, here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It cost a lot of money to run, obviously. One of the things that I think we've talked about it a few times on this podcast, but if you don't know what we do, you can say that into the mic. She's like, no, she just said a few over there. I mean, we've talked about it. If you're a regular here on the podcast, you know what Autistic Wings is all about. If you're just stumbling into it, Autistic Wings is a dance studio designed by autistic dancers for autistic dancers and run primarily by neurodivergent people. We do not do creative movement or inclusive dance. We do dance that we took the classes and molded them into what was needed for the dancers themselves, instead of asking the dancers to mold themselves into an inclusive dance environment. Our classes run between 1 to 4 dancers per class, and it is utterly expensive to do this. Is it not, Leta? You're getting out of blanket.
I'm getting out of a nice warm blanket Tuesday, yes. My hands are freezing. Doggies, why?
So one of the things that we're coming to our audience for is we need your help. We need desperately to move into a new space. We've mentioned this for the last few months. We have partnered with the amazing nonprofits that are partnering together with Colorado Gives. We talked about it last month. What we are looking for is 250 people to donate at least $20 a month, or, you know, a whole bunch of people to donate, or that would be what, 500 people donate $10 a month. Am I correct on my math there, Leta?
Yes, and I'm giving up this blanket. Give it up, like yeah, I'm giving up the blanket.
Autistic Wings is not just a dance studio, but at its heart, it's a dance studio. And well, she's giving the teenagers giving me a look.
Wait, did you just say it's not a dance studio, but at its heart, it's a dance studio? What?
Let me try to explain.
What?
Allow me to explain.
Wait, you could have done the explanation first. You could just land with it.
Okay, so while we are a dance studio, while we do ballet, jazz, hip hop, tap, obviously tap. I mean, our founder is into tap, so if we weren't doing tap, it'd be sad. We do have creative movement. We do have intro to dance classes. We are, as soon as we move into New Spot, opening up musical theater classes because we have dancers who are chomping at the bit for musical theater, don't we, Leta?
And teachers.
And teachers. But one of the things that I think sets us apart from a lot of places is because we are autistic run, we are autistic led. A lot of the families coming in, they're from outside the autism community and they're getting to talk to autistic adults, to neurodivergent adults who know what they're going, what their kids are
And they
going through.
also know what mistakes to not make. Just don't.
Well, we also, like, we speak the language. We know what SLP is. We know what OT is. We know what PT is. We know what ABA is. We understand this because we grew up with these terms. So they're second nature to us. Where a lot of these parents, the first time they hear something like speech therapy, and they're like, oh, so it's just about enunciating your words?
No, it's about learning how to use English, and then when you grow up, learn you went through fucking speech therapy for fucking Nazi because apparently you don't.
Yeah, we are live. Watch your language.
Sorry. Dang it. I am bad at live streams.
You're terrible at live streams.
Sorry.
That's okay. It will be cut out of the professionally uploaded one later today.
Yeah, speech therapy is for nothing. If everyone just gets to say gibberish when you grow up, it's for nothing.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, a speech therapy goes much more way past the enunciation. It goes into how the English language works, and you are probably, by the time you get out of some speech therapies, because
apparently you don't actually need to use the English language right, because apparently everybody else around you can see say gibberish and then correct your English, even though you went to speech therapy to know how to use English, and they wrongfully correct your English in wrong ways. I went through speech therapy for nothing. And physical therapy for nothing, because apparently when you go through physical therapy, you actually know the complete and total limits of your mind. You don't go through physical therapy, you just go, I will break my body willfully and say this is good. I went through therapies for everything for nothing.
So, yeah, I mean, that's one thing that having people who've gone through the therapies, and there is trauma, and that's a totally different podcast surrounding a lot of these therapies, but it helps the parents see that, and it helps the parents see, because a lot of times these autistic therapies, these autistic activities are done by people who aren't within the community themselves. They're done from outside the community or by people trying to make the outside community feel better. Because like one of the things you continuously got told, and I continuously got told when you were in traditional dance studios, is they needed to know how to help you feel comfortable in the dance studio while also making sure that they changed absolutely nothing about how the dance classes were run, because it was more your job to make the dance teachers feel like they were giving you what you needed and you needed to give them what they needed.
And yet, I was the only one in class who actually knew how to use English, even though I was the only one who had such feet as in understanding English language when they... And somehow, none of them know how to use the English language. Speech therapy is for nothing if everybody else in all of America gets to just use plain out, flat out gibberish. Also, plus it helped that most of my speech therapy people had to sing with 19th century language.
And this is why we never go live, is because we go off on bunny trails like this. But no, that allows, I think it really is helpful to a lot of our parents to see that sort of things. And we can also talk about what they should expect in speech, what they should expect in occupational therapy, where these therapies overlap, why they need one therapy over a different therapy. A lot of times this is not being said by pediatricians, because pediatricians are doing this and they don't have the time to deal with the case care. And my camera just went crazy on me. Anywho's, Give me a second to see if I could redo that. Yeah, it's better for the live stream. Anywho's, while I'm talking, QR code in the top. If you scan that QR code, you will get taken to our Colorado Gives fundraiser website. Go ahead and donate. Right now, we are $160 odd from breaking that 2K mark. We're really hoping to break the 2K mark here in a little bit, but we are that close. Just $160 gets us over the 2K mark. We are 18% towards our first 10K. We were hoping to raise $5,000 a month and get up to 60K. But go ahead, scan that, or go to coloradogives.org/autistic-wings-company dance-company, or just go to Colorado Gives and search Autistic Wings Dance Company. It'll get you there. Right now, they are doing a matching donation for if you do monthly donations up to the first $100. So if you give $200, $300, $400 in monthly donation, they will match the first 100, not the rest. But hey, $100 in matching donations is $100 in matching donations, right, Leta? But that's not just $100. If you give 5, 10, 15, 20, your first month donation doubles instantly. And this is where you can say your whole baby thing real quick.
If you give us money, then we won't have to shut down, and then you won't be giving their babies depression at like 6'5" something, and then you won't be making babies figure out how to deal with depression at 6'5". You know, the things that don't know how to regulate emotions. It might get depression if we shut down and you don't give us money. I mean, if you want babies to have depression, go ahead and let babies have depression. Babies, depression. You know the things that can regulate emotions until they're like my age? Maybe? I think I regulate emotions. You know! I mean, if you want to give babies depression, go ahead.
Okay, so that is where the teenagers fundraising comes into play. Anywho's, one of the reasons that I think this is so important right now is if you've been watching the news or you've been talking to any of your friends with special needs kids or special needs adults in their lives, Medicaid cuts are coming. They are coming 1 January, and they are going to be heavy, and they're going to be harsh, and they are going to be life-changing. And for a lot of our autistic dancers, they're going to, here in Colorado at least, we're talking about zeroing out all special needs activities where families will no longer be given a check to go do things like Autistic Wings. That means a lot of these activities are going to be priced out of the range of everyday families. They're already at the max range of most everyday families. And you are going to see a lot of these activities start closing down. For the adults, I mean, there are just no adult activities after 18 anyways, except for the day camp cares, or, well, the adult day centers, right, Leta?
Yeah. Most of the kids things, it's just, yeah, you're probably screwed when you're gonna be an adult. You're probably indifferently screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed. You're just screwed. Yeah. You think being a kid's bad? It's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, but one of the reasons we're asking for your donations is to keep places like Autistic Wings open, to keep it where we don't have to start charging our families. It costs us roughly about $1,256 a month to do one class for a dancer. Now that's 4 hours of classes, but still, that's an outrageous price to ask any family to play. Most of our families are on sliding tuition scales. I don't think we have anyone paying the full amount right now, and that is all thanks to amazing donors and amazing supporters like you giving. Once more, QR code is somewhere like right about there. It's over there. It's somewhere on the top screen. If you scan that, that'll take you directly to it. We've got the link in the description below that will take you directly to the deal. These cuts are going to hurt bad. We are looking at not just autistic services cut, we are looking, or autistic activities cut. We're looking at autistic services are going to be cut. They're going to cut parental caregiver the parental caregiver program. And a lot of our parents, one parent has had to step away from the workplace to deal with all the medical and therapies. Go ahead, Leta.
They go for the disabled people, but not for the stupid stuff. No, just go for the disabled people. Yeah. I mean, the disabled people don't have any problems. Doesn't mean to say it's not like disabled means anything like I have freaking problems in life. Yeah, go for the disabled people, not the people who are perfectly fine and just gain money for no obvious reason in the world other than you're fine, you get money. Go for the disabled people.
May I talk now? Are you done with that cute mini rant?
We could just put the countries that we for some reason have on our paycheck.
Just stop. I can't cut your political rants out. Okay. Let's put a pin in that and circle back to it on a different episode. But all of your money that you donate through Colorado Gives, it's not just helping to keep autistic activities where autistic dancers, kids and adults, because like I said, we have adults, being able to come in, enjoy our dance. It's going to help us. We're looking, like I said, to get $5,000 to move into a new facility. We have a therapy group here in town who's willing to do like mini TED Talks to help parents, not just our dancers, but we're going to open it up to the community, come in and do like monthly TED Talks on this is what speech is, this is what occupational therapy is, this is what your case manager with your insurance company is. You're giving me a look, Leta, but this seems to be something parents need to know, and no one's told them any of this. Having a new studio space would allow our dancers to have recitals and do performances, like do actual concerts and shows in a space where we can control everything, including elopement locks for those of our dancers who elope. Right now, our dancers are limited to one class a week because we have so few slots. We can't give dancers 2 or 3 classes a week, and your donation, especially a monthly recurring donation, will help us expand that to where we can have our dancers do 2, 3, 4 days a week a dance. And trust me, I have dancers already begging to come in 5 days a week, right, Leta? And she's like, and Leta doesn't have to give babies depression, as she previously said.
How would I give babies depression?
By telling them we're
I
closing
said
the
that
studio.
won't give babies depression. Don't say me. I mean, why would I give babies depression? I'm not a monster. I mean, what's that? It's a type of mess that gives babies depression.
So, what you can do to help out, like we said, is you can hop on to our Colorado Give site. Like I said, right, you can scan the QR code. You can go to coloradogives.org/autistic-wings-dance-company, or just search Autistic Wings. You can go to our website, and our landing page right now at autisticwingsdancecompany.org gets you directly to a form to fill out and donate. We did mention on all of our socials, we had something we were going to state, because we can't just live off Colorado Gives donations, because it's one time a year that Giving Tuesday comes around, and you kind of have to do stuff year round. And I am wearing a golf shirt. I wonder why I'm wearing a golf shirt, Leta. What could we be announcing?
We took Jack and made him a golfer?
Nope. We are announcing that due to the fact that we absolutely positively have to continue doing fundraisers after this. I mean, we're a nonprofit. We are fundraising nonstop at Autistic Wings. Autistic Wings Dance Company is going to do their very first golf tournament.
I thought it was RC. What do you mean by there?
Okay, we are going to do, well, this is on our podcast, not on the studio's YouTube.
So?
Okay, so our nonprofit is doing our very first golf tourney. Yay! Next April. We're still putting the dates in stone. We're also going to do our first pickleball tournament. If you would like to sponsor either or, please contact us at info@autisticwingsdancecompany.org. Or, you know.
So maybe if you're one of my friends from Tiltok, you could maybe see if there's any type of time in your schedule. Because I haven't seen you guys all year. So, yeah.
But here's the thing. I have lost all creativity trying to get the Colorado Give stuff going. Next week, by the way, 7 a.m., we are going live for the Power Hour for Colorado Gives. Be here. Here's the thing. I absolutely positively have no clue what to name the golf tournament. So I asked around, and we got 4 different names from staffers and board members at the studio. And what we're going to do is, if you donate to our Colorado Gives at certain amounts, we're going to count that as you voting for that specific name. So here are the 4 names. It is going to be the Woods, Wedges, and Wings tournament. You're giving me a look. That is a $5 donation. If you want Wings and Wedges, it's a $6 donation. If you think Waggle for Wings is a better one, that is a $7 donation. And Swings for Wings is our final contender at $8 a donation. Now, this is not a federal election. This is not your local election. Feel free to vote early, vote often. You can donate multiple times for your favorite. What does that look? You didn't like any of them?
No, I like the middle one. I questioned the other 2.
There were 4. I had 4.
What was the 4th one?
Hold on. Okay, back to the beginning. Our $5 contender is Wood, Wedges, and Wings. Our $6 contender is Wings and Wedges. Our $7 contender is Waggle for Wings. And our $8 contender is Swing for Wings.
Oh. I thought the first 2 was the same thing. They literally like the first 2 is just the second one taking away the beginning part of the first one. Literally. I like the Waggle.
You like the Waggle. So you will be donating for the, what is the Waggle's the $7 one, right?
Yeah, because if you hear Waggle, you think Jack, and if you think Jack, you think Jack and a cute little golf outfit wagging his little tail. His little tail. His little tail in a hat.
Jack being the pit bull who is upstairs right now and not down here on the live. So here's the thing. We're putting that live right now. It's not like you can just like go in when you're doing it and go, I want to do it for this month. But just go over to our Colorado Gift site or head over to our website and donate $5, $6, $7, or $8. You know how I came up with that, Leta?
Witchcraft?
How does one count off before you start tapping?
Nobody's ever told me this.
A 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I feel like you forgot that I skip dance things like skipping grades.
It skips dance levels like skipping grades. But yeah, okay, so if you're on the YouTube channel watching or on the live, it's up here wherever the QR code is. If you are listening on a podcast, that is autisticwingsdancecompany.org or Colorado Give /autistic-wings
over there.
company.
Over there.
Okay, well, on mine, it's showing up right here. That's why I keep doing right here. But you're saying it's over there for you. Well, this is going great. Anywho's, yay! This is why people should go over and watch the YouTube after they're done listening on the podcast, because there are some funny visual outtakes on the YouTube channel, including me in a golf shirt, the only golf shirt I own for going to Antler Creek. And I probably should remember how a golf club works before April. Anywho's, so not only are we looking for people to tell me what the heck we want to name the thing, we are looking for people to actually sponsor it. If you are interested in sponsoring, the title sponsorship for the golf game is $7,500. The title sponsorship for our pickleball game that is coming up also in April. I have overbooked the studio in April. But the pickleball game in April is at the beginning, golf games at the end. Pickleball, I think we've got down for $3,000 for the sponsorship title. There are other deals. Get a hold of us, and we will make the perfect sponsorship package for you. If you really like a name and you do not want to donate, like say $1 million to make sure that that name wins in the donation for votes competition, you can get onto our socials, and we are going to have social media posts that you can share with your family, friends, colleagues, and everyone to tell them why they should go vote for your favorite name for the golf tourney. You're looking at me weird. Good news on all of this is that all that money counts towards our portion of the Colorado Gives Incentive Fund. And if you've heard me talk over the last couple weeks, obviously not last week, we were off for Thanksgiving, but part of Colorado Gives is we're all competing for a huge amount of money with the Colorado Gives Incentive Fund. It's $1 million, and we are wanting our portion of the fund. Each nonprofit gets what they've earned, like brought it in, it gets put tallied all together, and how much of a percent we made is how much of the percentage we get. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. Don't forget. It's going to be amazing. Plus, it helps me figure it out. So again, that is, if you would like wood, wedges, and wings as our title for the golf tournament, it's $5. Wings and wedges is a $6 donation. Waggle for wings is a $7 donation, and swings for wings is a $8 donation. Woohoo! You're like, I'm trying to make this fun and exciting. It'll be amazingly fun and all that. We will have the details hopefully by the 10th. The voting continues through December 9th, which is Colorado Gives Day. We here in Colorado do 2 Giving Tuesdays back to back. Colorado Gives Day is our big one. Don't forget to tune in next week, 7 a.m. for the Power Hour one. If you have never been through Colorado Gives Day, there's like 4-5 Power Hours on Colorado Gives, where whichever nonprofit raises the most money during that specific hour gets an extra $2,000. And we're going to try and win the 7 a.m. Power Hour. So join us. It's going to be coffee filled, trying to get everyone rah-rah for the last day of Colorado Gives. It's going to be bad. And I can't express this enough. With those Medicaid cuts, nonprofits like Autistic Wings are going to need more support from the community than ever before. And I know it's hard out there, and I know not everyone can give, but if you can give even $10 a month, it will help us support our families and support getting into new studio space where we can start helping, not just with the dance, but taking over some of that community stuff that we are going to lose with this Medicaid cut.
Yeah, so plus we raised enough money, maybe they won't go for the other disabled communities. Because we all know next time they do a bunch of cut, they make up for everybody else too. Probably indubitably.
There is that.
Apparently, if you go for the disabled people when you put the cuts in the budget. This makes no one look bad. Definitely doesn't make anyone look bad.
And before we hop off, if you've not seen Leta's the Wing challenge for hashtag Kickstart Generosity, it's on our stuff. All you have to do it, and we are going to show videos next week during our live. So get your videos in this week. Take a golf ball, take any pair of shoes. I think today we're going to film you doing it in your boots, correct, Leta, versus your tap shoes? Yeah, she's nodding her head, yeah. You do a tap style wing. We're going to do a tutorial on the Autistic Wings social media and on Leta's social media. So if you don't know what a wing is, we will have that up today. If you can use a tap style wing to kick the golf ball, congratulations, great. You don't have to donate to charity. If you can't, we are asking you to kindly be sweethearts and donate $20 to a charity of your choice, preferably Autistic Wings. Correct, Leta, Virginia?
Yes. Please tell me I'm not the only one feeling like we made a bet, but a bet disguised as a challenge.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you take the challenge up, do not forget to tag Leta at Leta Tap Styles most places. I think on TikTok it's Leta's Tap Styles podcast. Tag the dance studio, Autistic Wings Dance Company. Yay. Use the hashtags the Wings Challenge, the hashtag Kickstart Generosity, the hashtag Tap Into Autism Awareness. And if you're in Colorado and you're donating to Autistic Wings, don't forget to tag our amazing friends over at Colorado Gives Foundation so that they can see all of your cool videos as well. You know, even I posted yesterday, I want to say, I posted Miranda, our little one, trying to do the Wings Challenge.
Her mother just has to give us money. Because Miranda ain't got a wallet.
But she tried. She kicked the ball. She just didn't wing the ball, okay? And at her age, we give her try.
We also had to explain the fact that Miranda doesn't have to shout out people because she's 5. She's 5, and I think those other probably her friends who are probably also 5-year-olds parents don't really want to give money because their 5-year-old can't do stuff because they're 5.
But I'll link to that in the description below to the actual rules on your Facebook page or the podcast Facebook page. When you do it, even if you make it, please tag and challenge 3 of your friends so that we can make this go a little viral. That way we can get people across the country excited today, Giving Tuesday, and excited throughout the rest of December to help these charities out. Because I know we're not the only ones who are struggling at the moment. Everyone's struggling. You're giving me a look. I know. I try to be nice to everyone. But yeah, so get your submissions in so that I can put them all into a nice little montage for next week's live. If you are listening to this on your favorite podcast streaming service, next week over on the YouTube channel, we are going to do a YouTube live at 7 a.m. like I said. Do not forget to click the notify me button to get notified for that specific episode going live so that you can come join us. We're going to see if we can get anyone else from the studio to do the Wings Challenge. I think we might try to get a couple parents to do it today. Hi, parents. I have golf ball. I have you, and I'm standing at the door. And there's only one way out of our studio currently.
And I am barely down the recorder for stuff, so... Because I have mother that really likes taking pictures and stuff, and I really just like really hate taking pictures of animals and baby recording stuff for no goddamn reason.
All right, well, we are going to head off because we've got to get to the studio today. Have a wonderful Giving Tuesday. Bye. Don't forget, if you can, donate to Autistic Wings. QR code, if you're watching on YouTube, is somewhere on the screen. AutisticWingsDanceCompany.org gets you to the stuff just as much as Colorado Gives does. We are, like I said, $200 away from cracking our first 2K on that fundraiser. Overall, we've raised over $5,000, but between all of our fundraisers in November. But we'd like to raise $10,000 on the Colorado Gives specifically. 18% of the way there. If you want to go donate for one of the golf names, again, those were Wood, Wedges, and Wings for $5, Wings and Wedges for $6, Waggle for Wings for $7, and Swings for Wings for $8. You can donate as many times as you want. Just make sure you donate that amount of money and we will put your tally in. Have a great Giving Tuesday and see everyone on Friday.